Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my people. How are you? It's Friday. Thank God it's Friday, and it's a good thing. It's been a lovely day, and we thank God. If you're watching me, that means you are alive, and that's one of the most precious gifts God has given unto us. So let's remember to thank God for all the little things that sometimes they pass by thinking that is normal or we take for granted, but they really mean a lot. Guys, if you're an existing subscriber, thank you so much for the continued support. And if you're a new member, you are welcome. Karibu sana. And please, guys, remember to support me by subscribing. If this is your content, give it a thumbs up. If you'd like, you can share it with your friends. You can comment down below so that I can know what you're thinking, what I can improve on, what you would like to see. And let's walk or let's go through this journey together. So guys, today we are going to it will be more of a story time. I'll basically discuss or talk about Germany and UK, the difference. Where would I prefer to stay? If you don't know, or if you're a new member, I'm a mother of 3 children, 8, 5, and a 7-month old, and I came to England first, but because of life commitments, I lived in Germany. So I have lived in Germany longer than I have lived in UK. So we will talk about the differences that I've seen both in England, both in England and Germany. And one thing I would like to start with is education. Yeah, education. As here in UK, children wear uniform. Yeah, children that are in primary school, they wear uniform to school, and even secondary school, they wear uniform. But one thing you will notice about Germany, they never used to wear uniform. They dress home clothes. So it's a win-win situation, I would say, because if you're wearing home clothes, there's a chance that children, they tend to want the best or what they see from their friends. So there's a chance for you to have to dig more money or have to be on the shops now and then to probably get what your child wants or get what they want, like labels and so on and so forth. Because at the end of the day, children grow, and as they grow, they get to adolescent stage, they can see what is going on, so they want what they can see. But when they're wearing a uniform, it's uniform, so everyone is equal. So it depends with you. It depends with you as an individual what you think about it. So the last time I checked, and I believe it's the same thing until now, there was no uniform going to school in Germany. But here in UK, children wear school uniform. Another thing is Sundays, shops are not opened in Germany, and it's very quiet. So I was used to having a very quiet Sunday, and if you made noise, oh my God, yeah, you will have those visits from the police. But to be fair, there is that time that you're allowed to make noise up to, but because it's very quiet, you'll even feel a little bit awkward or ashamed to be making that unnecessary noise being a Sunday. But hey, UK ni hustle, ni hustlers, everything goes on as usual. The only difference you will tell is the shops like Aldi, like Lidl, they will close around 4 in the afternoon rather than opening until 11 p.m. So that's the only difference. But the biggest difference in Germany is that no shops were opened on Sunday. UK hustle ni real, eh? Ni Kenyan style. Things are open, they are going on, eh? Things are rolling. So that's UK and Sundays for you. Germany's house are big. They are very, very big. So as much as I used to be, I would come for visits, or I'll come for holidays in UK when I was still in Germany. I had not lived in UK, but I used to see how the houses are. So man, when it was my time now to come to the UK for good, all I was wondering about is how my things are going to fit in the house. It was a 3-bedroom, but it was smaller than a 2-bedroom flat that I lived in Germany. And Germany, they have something they call cellar. If I'm not wrong, cellar. So every house have a cellar or a store under, downstairs. Yeah. So you will have your house, and then underneath it's a lot of stores, like you're each allocated your own store. That is not here in UK. So in UK, if you're lucky, you will get a house that has an outside store. But if you're not lucky, if you move into a house, you have to buy your own storage or a shed to keep your stuff. Another thing about Germany is cleanliness. Yeah, I cannot compare cleanliness, Kenyan cleanliness, with UK, but again, UK is very clean. But compared to Germany, Germany is clean. Yeah, clean. It's clean everywhere, and it has new buildings and so on and so forth. But UK is clean, but it has a lot of old houses, and you will understand probably why Germany has a lot some new houses now, or some new buildings, and that's because of history. That's a lot to do with the world wars, so they needed to build new houses. But in UK, you will find some houses are very, very, very old. Yeah. The house I currently live, it's not that old, but it's a 1960 house. And yeah, but there is older houses in UK. Cleanliness is okay, but Germany is very clean. And there's something about welfare. UK welfare is good. Yeah, welfare wise, they look after children, they look after mothers, they look after them. So what I would say is, if a mom wants to go to a shelter, that's because of domestic abuse, or you're a single mom, you do get that support. And also there's something we call child benefit, and each child is given 2 children. They stopped to 2 children. So a child is given a little bit, and the second one, it is given a little bit. So it goes down. It's not much money, but every child is entitled, unless you're earning, I think, a certain amount of money. But it's just something that a child is given every month. Compared to Germany, children are given triple of that. And the more children you have in Germany, the more there, which I think it's kindergarten. I can't really remember very well, but I think it's kindergarten, but in UK, we call it child benefit. So in Germany, the more children you have, the more you're paid. But in UK, the more children you have, which is 2. So it's 1, you paid 1, and then the second one, it goes down, and then they stopped. I think from 2017 or so, you are not paid for the third one, from the third child. So that's another difference. I thought I should just mention, not necessary, but I thought I should just mention. So children welfare are well looked after. Children welfare are well looked after in Germany. If you're a single mom, or you're very, very well supported, or single parent, I would say you are very well supported. In UK, they are also supported, but there is a difference, and there's a lot of information in the, yeah, there's a lot of information that people can search on. And another thing I would say is, let me, oh, the roads. Oh my God. Think the recommended speed in a motorway, which is an autobahn, in Germany was, hope I'm not wrong, 120 kilometers per hour or 130. I'm not, don't quote me on that. But around there. And the roads, when you go into a motorway, it's just, you're just flying, because that's a recommended speed, not a speed that you should like stick there. You can go faster than that. So that's another thing I had to really try, and to avoid speed fines after coming to UK, I had to really slow down and adhere to their speeds. Another thing, the roads are very narrow in UK, but Germany, the roads are very broad. What really hey baby, hey, he's playing. And I would say with the people in Germany, I would say people are really straight faced. They were very serious. They were like, you know, very serious, straight face. But in UK, you will, you know, they'll be like, hi, how are you doing? Are you all right? You know, it kind of breaks that tension. I don't have to know you. Probably we've just seen each other in Lidl or Tesco or at the park, but I'll just be like, that's my, you all right? And yeah, that's how it is in UK. Germany, a little bit straight-faced, a little bit serious, but I would say there was something I noticed. Because I'm originally from Kenya, and this also happened to many people that of African origin. If you had a baby, like when the baby is tiny, rarely would you find mostly the older people, the elderly, passing you and not stop you. They'll be looking at your baby like, sus. I don't know. I can't remember what that meant. But they really wanted to see that small, cute human being. So they would stop you. And yeah, they are very friendly, but I would say they're friendly, but they're kind of serious and straight, and yeah, British. They're kind of, you know, they like some jolly. They'll check on you. And remember, that's my opinion, and that's my opinion, that's my experience, and that's what I observed. So it might be different experience from everyone, but this is basically my opinions. When we go to hospitals, oh my God, I did go to hospitals a few times, and mostly, I would say mostly it was because of my pregnancy journeys, because 2 of my children were born in Germany. Yeah, so that's where I had the experience of being admitted in hospital, and I would say they have a very good, very good healthcare system. My how I was treated and how it was paid might be different and might differ from a German citizen, because I was there as a British national rather than a German citizen. So what I know, if you're going to give birth, you have a matter pass, and having given birth also 1 child in UK, which is there's a file that has all your notes, so it's the same thing, but in Germany it's called a matter pass. So you're given your matter pass, and you'll need to go with that matter pass when you go to deliver your baby. The difference between UK and Germany about giving birth, it is when you give birth in UK without without any problems, you can go home within 6 hours. But in Germany, a normal delivery, you stay in hospital up to 36 hours, and you can even stay longer, because I remember with my second born, my milk wasn't still coming after 36 hours, and they had requested me to stay longer until the milk comes, because they felt that the baby was dehydrated, and the fact that I didn't want the baby to have anything else except breast milk. But I did, because the baby had had all the tests, all the tests that they require, that the foot prick, all the muscle tests, and so on and so forth. I requested if I can go back home, because being comfortable at home, I believe my milk will come as soon as possible. So that's one thing. But in UK, you can be at home as soon as possible, as long as there's no issues or problems. In UK, it's still wards, and then there is it's divided with a curtain. I don't know the right word for it. I can't remember the right word for it. But in Germany, it's a real, you have a ward, it's a ward, but that ward has at least 2 or 3 people. Yeah, but in UK, you'll find a ward will have more than that amount, but it's divided with a curtain. Yeah, I can't remember the name for that curtain, the hospital one. Yeah, that's the difference in hospital. And also there is the hospital are categorized, that there is just mother and child hospital. Yeah. Right now, if I have to go to the nearest referral hospital, it is a mixture of everything. It has everything like in the same, one stop. But in UK, when it's your skin or it's ENT or it's mother and child, it's very specific. You go to a specific hospital, like there's Frau and Kinder, which is mother and child, that was basically for mother and child, and so on and so forth. Yeah, that's the difference that I have observed in UK and in Germany. It was a pleasure living in that country. I loved it, and I will always go for visits. I made friends that became like families. I made very, very, very dear memories, because as I'm saying, 2 of my children were born there. But I came back home. Where I call my home is UK, which is also a beautiful, beautiful country. And I've enjoyed living here, because at the end of the day, east or west, home is best. So, guys, that's the end of my story, or my conclusion, or catching up with you today. And please take care, keep safe, mask on, follow guidelines, because we would like to meet here again in this Tesh Wajogona's YouTube channel. Until next time, see ya.